Hey everyone, it's Professor Gray here, and welcome back. It's time now for week 2 of freshman English study. Actually, it's really our first week of study. We didn't study last week, we just had introduction and basic introduction syllabus and a welcome to the class. Today, let's begin. You've got your textbooks here, University English for Today. It's the Green Book. Now, you'll notice I sent you 2 videos. One video is for the main lecture, the reading part of class, reading and writing. That's this Green Book. The other lecture is the listening lab part of the class. So you can listen to that, watch that lecture, and do the work later. This class, I have notes for this class. However, I forgot to send you some other notes that you need for the class. So I'm going to send you, with the video link, I'm going to send also a copy of page 2 of the notes. You'll need to download and print out the notes again, I'm afraid, because the second page was missing something. Anyway, you can do that before you watch this video. Plus also you can download the listening lab notes and listen to the listening files while you watch that video. All right, learning a second language. Let's go to page 1. If you look at the picture, there's a young lady there. Oh, who do you think she is? And who are the other people? Where are they? What are they doing? Start thinking about the picture a little bit. Maybe she's a teacher, maybe she's a student. She's learning about their culture, maybe about their language, about maybe their food, who knows. It looks like they're happy though. Wherever she is, she's happy, she's smiling, they're happy, they're smiling. Everybody looks like they're having a nice time and they're communicating. They're using a different language. Maybe the lady in blue, the blonde lady, maybe she is speaking their language, or maybe they are speaking her language. Maybe she speaks English. But we don't know the answer to that, but we know that because they understand a second language, they are able to communicate. And that's what our course is all about, learning a second language. Okay. I want you to remember a couple things today. The first one is PPR. Okay, PPR. First P is positive. Second P is practice. And the third letter R is record or make a record. Positive, practice, record. PPR. Remember that while we listen and read today. Okay, first of all, I want you to write down 5 ways you can learn English outside of class. Okay? 5 ways you can learn English outside of class. Think about 5 ways. Now, don't say university class, don't say hagwon, no. Something you can do to learn English that's fun, that doesn't involve a teacher, a textbook, and a school. Okay? Take a few minutes, think about it, and write down your answers. You can hit pause now and write down 5 answers, and then come back and I'll talk about it a little bit. Go ahead. What did you come up with? Well, I have some answers here. Read books, magazines, anything. Any kind of reading, a newspaper, something you like, right? It doesn't have to be a class, a school, it doesn't have to be a textbook. You can read anything. Do you like soccer? Read a soccer magazine or go online and read an article about soccer. Do you like engineering? Read something about engineering. Do you like fashion? Do you like computer programming? What do you like? Read about it in English, because you will understand more, you will be more interested, you will enjoy it, and you will understand it better. In every way, it helps you. Watch TV, watch movies. Sometimes you watch them with the subtitles. That's okay. I guess there's 3 steps to watching TV and movies. Step 1, if you're watching an English show with Korean subtitles, the listening, sometimes you connect what you hear and then what you read in Korean. That's good for a beginner. That's a good step 1. Listen in English and read the Korean. Step 2 would be to listen in English and read the English. Okay? The next level would be watch the show or the movie and read the English subtitles. Right? That helps a lot too. Step 3 would be no subtitles at all. That's a more advanced step. When you get to it, you can try it. When you can do that, you know your English is very good, especially your listening. Make friends, make friends from another country. Practice English with them. Hang out, have fun. Travel. Now, right now, it's very difficult to travel, of course, because of the coronavirus. But in the future, I'm sure we can travel again. And when you can, most countries use English as a second language or as a travel language. For example, at the airport, on the airplane, in the hotels, sometimes taxi drivers, restaurants. You use a lot of English when you travel. Online, you can study online, you can read, you can do research. Join a club. Here in Korea, join a club, a sports team, a cooking club, a gaming club. A lot of clubs will involve people from different countries, and you can all use English together. Okay. Oh, one more real good one. Volunteer work. Sometimes you can volunteer to help people. A lot of young people like you volunteered 3 years ago? Yeah, 3 years ago when Korea hosted the Winter Olympic Games, right? And I'm sure that the people who volunteered used English a lot to help the visitors from other countries. Well, there's still a lot of visitors in Korea from other countries. There's students. There's a lot of people here. You can volunteer in some way. You can meet people, make friends, practice your English. Lots of good opportunities. The point is, learning English is not only our class. If you take only class and you study hard and you do well, good for you. That's fine. But don't forget that you can use and learn English all over the place. So if you only study here, maybe your English will grow slowly. But if you study and practice and make friends and read and do things outside of class, your English will improve much, much faster. It's really up to you. Okay, let's begin. We're going to read a story, and we're going to answer the questions one by one. But before we read that, look in your notes and look at the diagram of how academic writing is organized. Okay, look at the first one. There's 5 paragraphs. The introduction, 3 body paragraphs, 2, 3, and 4. So introduction is 1, body is 2, 3, and 4, conclusion is 5. The introduction starts off wide, general, and gets more specific. The writer starts off with the topic, just general. What is the main topic? Then slowly the writer gets more and more specific. Finally, that point at the end of the introduction, it's sort of a triangle pointing down. That point at the end is the main point of the essay, the thesis statement. Every essay must have a thesis statement. It is almost always at the end of the introduction, at the end of the first paragraph. That thesis statement, I also call it a bridge. What does a bridge do? A bridge connects 2 sides of a river. The thesis statement connects the introduction to the body. It's a bridge leading you into the body and telling you what's coming, telling you what you will be reading in the body. The body usually has 3 paragraphs. Each one is a key point supporting the thesis statement. Paragraph 2, key point 1. Paragraph 3, key point 2. Paragraph 4, key point 3. Each one connects to the bridge. Usually the first sentence of each paragraph connects to the bridge, the thesis statement. Finally, the conclusion starts off specific and ends very general. It's the opposite of the introduction. The conclusion usually restates the thesis statement and the main points. It'll then give some, restating the main points. It does not give new information. No new information in the conclusion. Just restatement, summary, like this. Finally, the last sentence is often a final thought, something like a prediction for the future, right? So it's something as you walk out, you finish, you close the book, walk out of the class. It's that last thought leading you forward into the future. This is how an essay is organized. While you read our essay today, now, today's essay is quite simple. I think you can all understand it easily. That's okay. Because today we're learning something more important. We're learning how an English academic essay is organized. And you see that here. This is how it's organized. I want you to notice that while you read. Let's read now step by step, one paragraph at a time. The first one on page 2, learning a second language. That's our topic for today, learning a second language. That's good. That's what you're doing. All of you. Maybe some of you are learning a third language. Could be. But anyway, English for all of you is a second or third language. You're learning a second language in our class. Go ahead and read the short paragraph and answer 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, again, hit pause, do the work, stop after number 4, come back, and I'll review it with you, step by step. Go ahead. Okay, learning a second language. Some people learn a second language easily. Other people have trouble learning a new language. How can you help yourself learn a new language such as English? There are several ways to make learning English a little easier and more interesting. Notice the connection here. Some people, other people, opposite. Some people, other people, different. Easily, have trouble, different. Notice how different connects to different. Some people, other people, easily have trouble. When you read in English, notice these connections. X, Y, negative X, negative Y, like this. Such as English, for example, such as means for example. Now, the last sentence here is very, let's go back to the beginning. It starts off very general. Some people, other people, easy, difficult. But then it gets more specific. You, how can you learn a new language? Not some people, you. Then the main point, the thesis statement. There are several ways to make learning English a little easier and more interesting. Several ways, several methods, several techniques. What's coming? What will you read next? This is the bridge. Okay, let's answer the questions. Number 1, false. Not everyone learns it easily. Number 2, trouble means not easily or difficult. A, difficulty. And trouble means having difficulty. A. Number 3, several ways to make learning English easier and more interesting. Several means B, many, more than one, a few. Okay, not easier, not different, not one, a few, several, some, or many. Number 4, key point now. Remember, the bridge leads you forward. The bridge tells you what is coming next. The bridge introduces you to the body. There are several ways to make learning English a little easier and more interesting. Number 4, B. Ways to learn a language more easily. Okay? Always think forward when you read. Don't just read just the sentence, just the words. Read and think. Read and think forward. This will make you a better reader. The bridge is guiding us forward. Guess what's coming now? Ways to make learning English easier. Paragraph 2. Okay, go ahead and read it and answer questions 5 to 9, pages 3 and 4. When you get to 9, after you finish 9, stop, come back, and we'll review. Go ahead. The first step is to feel positive about learning English. Okay, the first step. Now, very important point. Notice this word, the first step. A good writer connects paragraphs together. They connect using ideas. They connect using words. This is what we call a synonym. Okay, a synonym means, or synonyms mean words that mean the same thing. Different words that mean the same thing. Okay? The first step means the first way. Remember the bridge? There are several ways to make English easier. The first way or the first step. Notice the connection, notice the synonym. That's what makes you a better reader. Noticing the writer's techniques, how the writer connects the ideas, and how the writer connects the paragraphs. Positive. Remember PPR? P, the first P, positive. Feel positive about learning English. If you believe that you can learn, you will learn. Be patient. Don't be in a hurry. You do not have to understand everything all at once. All at once, all at one time. Right away, immediately. It is natural, it is normal, it is usual, regular. It is natural to make mistakes when you learn something new. We can learn from our mistakes. In other words, do not worry about taking risks, taking chances. Number 5, what does it mean to feel positive? A. Number 6, when you're patient, do you worry about learning English quickly? No. B. No. When you're patient, you take your time. Patient means don't be in a hurry, take your time, and don't get angry easily. Don't get frustrated, make mistakes, don't be upset, take your time, slowly, step by step, be patient. Number 7, all at once, all, everything, once, one time. Everything one time, right now, bali, quickly, right now, C. All at once means C, right now. Number 8, we can learn from our mistakes. In other words, do not worry about taking risks. In other words means, what follows it. Other words means different words, same meaning. Different words, other words, same meaning. In other words, 3, same idea, same meaning. Taking a risk, 1, taking a chance. Okay, taking a chance. Okay, when you answer a question, sometimes you're taking a chance. You might be right, you might be wrong, you don't know. Take a chance, take a risk, see what happens. Number 9, what do you think the next paragraph will discuss? Again, think forward. What's coming next? There are several ways to make learning English easier, several ways, several steps. The first step, P, be patient. Now the second step, C. What is the second step? Let's find out. Please read the next paragraph and answer number 10 to number 16. After 16, stop, come back, and we'll review together. Go ahead. The second step, notice how the writer connects each paragraph to the bridge. The first step, the second step connects to the bridge. Many steps or many ways to make it easier. P, practice your English. PPR. Positive, practice. For example, write in a journal or diary every day. You will get used to writing in English and you will feel comfortable expressing your ideas in English. Notice the synonyms. Get used to, feel comfortable, same. To get used to something is to be comfortable with it. After several weeks, you will see that your writing is improving. In addition, also, and you must speak English every day. You can practice with your classmates outside class. You will all make mistakes, but gradually you will become comfortable communicating in English. Number 10, journal is a diary. Very important point here. Journal, comma, or diary. X, comma, or Y. When you see in English X, comma, or Y, X equals Y. Journal, comma, or diary, journal equals diary. A journal is a diary. Number 11, how can you practice your English? Well, both A and B. The answer is C. You can write in a journal every day, yes, and you can practice with your classmates after class. A yes, B yes, the answer is C. Number 12, after several weeks, B, when a few weeks are finished, a few weeks later. Number 13, in addition means A, more information, and also in addition, more information. It's like saying and. Addition, ADD, add, plus. Plus means and more, and adding. Number 14, gradually means slowly. See, step by step, little by little. Number 15, communicating, A, speaking and writing, speaking and listening. And number 16, of course, C, the third step. First step, P, positive. Second step, P, practice. Third step, R. Let's read it. The third step is to keep a record, keep track. Keep a record means keep track, record, write down your language learning. You can write this in your journal. After each class, think about what you did. Did you answer a question correctly? Good. That's keeping a record. Did you understand something that the teacher explained? Good. Perhaps the lesson was difficult, but you tried to understand it. That's good. Write these accomplishments in your journal. 17, when you keep a record, you write it down on paper, A. Or you can record, you can always record your voice. Not a bad idea. Today I learned That's a great way to practice your English. You can write down what you learned and you can record into your phone or into any machine what you learned. But when you record it, use English. Number 18, true, of course, true. Number 19, perhaps means maybe. Number 20, accomplishments, A, achievements or successes. What you accomplish is what you have done. You have achieved, you've succeeded, you've done it well. You finished it, you've done it. I finished my homework. I did a good job. That's successful homework or a successful accomplishment. Last paragraph. Now, this is the conclusion. Remember, the introduction starts general and ends specific and ends with the key point, the thesis statement. Then the thesis statement connects to each body paragraph. Bridge, bridge, bridge. Okay, each body paragraph used the word, the first step, the second step, the third step, connecting to the bridge. Now we have the conclusion. Let's read the conclusion and answer 21 and 22. Go ahead. You must be positive about learning English and believe that you can do it. P, positive. Remember PPR. It is important to practice every day, P, and make a record, R, of your achievements, PPR. Now, remember, a conclusion does not give new information. This is the same information. These are the key points. The 3 body paragraphs are the 3 ways of making English easier. PPR, 2, 3, 4. Be positive, practice, and record. You will enjoy learning English, and you will have more confidence in yourself. Now, remember at the end of the introduction, I told you about the final thought, the prediction, going forward, future. Here it is. You will, future, enjoy learning English, and you will, future, have more confidence in yourself. Final thought is a future prediction. If you follow these rules, PPR, you do what I say, you will, future, learn English better. This is how a conclusion has a final thought. What we've seen today is a very good example of the structure, actually right here, of how an essay is organized. Now, there's another way of looking at it right here. Okay, you have the thesis statement. Everything supports the thesis statement, everything. It connects to everything in the essay. If there's no thesis statement, there's no essay. Then you have the 3 main pieces of support, KP 1, 2, 3. Directly connected to the thesis statement. KP means key point. Key point 1, P, positive. Key point 2, P, practice. Key point 3, R, record. Each one of those key points also has smaller points supporting details. Facts, statistics, ideas, little ideas of support quotes, supporting. The little supporting details support the key points, and the key points support the thesis statement. Everything is connected. It's a network. It's a web, like the World Wide Web. It's all interconnected. Okay, now you're going to read it again now, and I want you to notice the style and organization, okay? This is your homework now. I'm going to review it all again next week, but what you're going to do now for homework is you're going to read page 6 and 7. It's the same story, but it's not separated. It's one story. I want you to read the story again slowly, now that you understand it well. And I want you to notice this and notice this while you read. Okay? Read it slowly and notice. Notice how the organization is. There's an old saying. You know, if somebody is hungry, you can give them a fish and they can eat today. Or you can teach them how to fish and they can eat every day. Today, I'm trying to teach you how to fish. How to fish for good English reading. If you learn how to read, now today's story was pretty easy, but if you come out of today knowing how to read an English essay better, now you can read more and more difficult English essays. You know where to find the topic, where to find the thesis statement, and where the key points are, and how they are organized, and how they all connect, and where's the conclusion, and what comes at the end of the conclusion. The final thought. Okay? This is how to fish, and this is what will help you every day, not just today. All right, so read it again. Notice how it's structured. Okay, again, I'll go over it next week. Then for homework, now, this is important. Your homework is what I ask you to send me in the email. Answer sections A, B, C, and F. Now, okay, A, scanning for information. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. B, word forms. This is grammar. And C, vocabulary. Okay, 1 through 10. And F, closed quiz, fill in the blanks, page 13. E, page 12, you don't have to do E. Okay? Now listen carefully. A, B, C, and F, you must do on your own. You don't have to show me your work. You can if you want, but it's optional. If you do it and you say you did it, that's fine. I will review them all next week in the video. But for your homework assignment, you must do section D, topics for discussion and writing. I want you to write down in English short answers for D, number 2 and number 3, page 11. Make a maximum 3 sentences, 2 or 3. I like 3 probably for each answer. This homework you must write in your email. Don't attach it don't make an attachment. No, write it directly on your email. Okay? Number 2, when do you use English the most? Where? Write about this. I use English the most. Where do you, maybe you use it talking to your friends. Maybe you use it working online. Maybe you use it reading. Maybe you use it listening to music. Maybe you use it in this class, although I hope not. I hope you use English outside of class. Anyway, there's no wrong answer. Just tell me. When and where do you use English the most? About 3 sentences. Explain. Number 3, where do you prefer to study? At home, in the library, in a coffee shop, maybe outside, a beautiful spring day today, maybe out in a park. Okay. Do you like to study at home, alone or with a friend? Why? Talk about it to me. So, number 3, D number 3, where do you like to study and do you prefer alone, with a friend, or with a group? Give me your answer. Which one do you prefer? Alone at home, alone in a library, with a friend in a library, with a friend at your home, with a friend in a coffee shop, alone, whatever. No wrong answers, just your answer. Where and when do you study English the most? And do you study alone or with a friend? What works best for you? Okay, so every week in class, I will go over the work with you like this. A lot of work you'll do with me on the video. Watch the video, pause, do the work, then I explain. Then I'll give you homework. Some homework you just have to do. You don't have to show me. A, B, C, and F, you don't have to show me. Okay? Not necessary. No bonus point for showing it, no. D is your written homework that I must see. Every week, I will assign you homework that you must write and send to me. When I give you written homework, I want it on the email. Don't attach it. Just, dear professor, I have finished all the work that you assigned me. I've watched the video. I've done the homework. Here are my answers for D. D number 2, mo, 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 mo. D number 3, mo, 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 mo. That's it. Also, in your email to me, you must tell me that you have watched the listening video and done all of the work. There's no homework from the listening video. Okay, no homework. All you have to do is do the work. But if you have a question or a problem, you must ask me. So your email to me must also say, I watched the listening video, I did all of the work, and question or no question, up to you. All right, and every email to me must have your name, your student number, ID number, and your class number. You can have it in the subject or in the email, that's up to you. But you must have that to get credit. When I get your email on time, you get credit for attendance, homework, participation, everything. If it's late, you lose points. If I get nothing, you lose even more points. Then you're absent from class. So be sure to get the work done and send the email to me by Thursday at 5:00 p.m. After that, no excuses. You have lots of time. You have 3 days, no excuse. Okay? Thursday, 5:00, I get your email. Today is fine. Tomorrow is fine. Anytime is fine. Sooner is better, but it must be in by Thursday at 5. This will be our weekly schedule. Okay? 2 videos that you watch, homework that you do, regular work that you do, email to me. That's how our class will proceed. If there's anything you don't understand, please email me and ask me. Otherwise, get the work done. Good job today. Good work, everyone. Thanks for joining me. I look forward to hearing from each of you. Please send me an email as soon as you're done your work, and good luck with all your other classes. Have a wonderful week, everyone. I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye-bye for now.